Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, and today I'm just going to go through a short video, a little bit of a taster for my desk break yoga classes, and also just something that you can come back to anytime you need a little reset and to do a little bit of movement to just help your body feel a bit better. So first of all, you need a chair. Any chair will do. I'm on a sort of dining room style chair. The important thing is that it's on a height that you can get your feet flat on the floor. If you're on a chair with wheels, that's also fine, but just adjust it so that you can get the feet down flat to keep you nice and steady. And starting off, I'm coming a little bit forward so that my back isn't against the back of the chair, just so that I can sit up nice and tall through the spine and just kind of land here. And then I'm going to invite you, first of all, just to either close your eyes or look down away from the screen. And we're just going to take a moment just to drop in. Now, probably, particularly if you've just come from work, your head will be spinning with all the things that you're supposed to be doing. And that's completely normal, but just try and let that go. And to help do that, we'll just try and bring the attention into the body. So first of all, just start by noticing the places where your body is touching something. So maybe your feet touching the floor, the back of your hips touching the chair, maybe your hands resting on your legs. And then just take a couple of nice deep breaths here, just to let you land and give yourself the permission to just take a little bit of time out to do something good for your body and your mind. Okay, we're just going to start with a little bit of movement. So we'll start by getting a little bit of movement into the neck. Often gets really stiff when we're sitting at a computer the whole time. So we're just going to gently turn the head. So we're just keeping the chin nice and level. And we're just turning the head from side to side. And you can start to bring the breath into this if you want to. So exhaling as you look to the side, and then inhaling as you come back to center. Exhaling to the side, inhaling to center. And just keep that movement going a few more times. Just do one more on each side. I know I can't remember which side I started on, but that's fine, as long as you balance it up roughly. Okay, we're now going to do some stretches and warm-ups for the shoulders and the arms. So bend your arms and bring your hands up onto your shoulders. And then, first of all, just let the elbows really come down as if you had weights on the bottom of your elbows and you start pulling down away from your shoulders. Then bring your elbows up in front towards each other. It's absolutely fine if they don't touch. Whether they touch will be a combination of genetics and, you know, all the history that you've got in your body. Then we'll take them up. So again, thinking about getting your elbows up towards the sky. And then round and back, and as if you were sort of pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades, really thinking about taking your elbows back. And we're going to bring a little bit more fluidity into that. So we're going to just start and try and make our circles really articulated, really big circles with the elbows. Getting that, trying to get that same full range of movement we did just before, but don't overdo it. And then we'll go back the other way. Really easing out through those shoulders, which can get very tense when you're working on the computer. Okay, and we'll just let that go. Give the hands a bit of a shake. Okay, we're going to come up now and do a standing version of a stretch, very well-known yoga pose called downward facing dog. You don't need to move your chair, I'm just moving it so that you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to use the back of the chair to stretch on. So if the back of your chair isn't a great height for this, then you could use a wall, a table, a shelf, you know, something kind of sturdy that that you can use to stretch back on instead. If your chair is on wheels, I would definitely recommend using a table or something instead of the chair for this. But we're just going to put your hands on whatever surface that you're going to use, and then gradually walk the hips back until you're getting a great stretch all the way through the length of your back. And the feeling that you want to get here is of your hips really pulling back and of your buttocks being the furthest thing away from the chair. Also, you might get a feeling of sort of stretching through the armpits as well. And take any little movements. If when you're there you feel you want a little wiggle, then just go ahead and do that. Just really stretch out through your back. And when you've had enough, just slowly walk it back in again. And again, have a little bit of a shake out if you need to. And then we'll come back to sit on our chairs. I'm going to take mine round to the side just so you can see what I'm doing. Again, yours can just stay where it is. It's absolutely fine. And we're going to finish off our movements with a little twist. So sitting up on your chair, spine nice and straight, bring the right hand over to the left knee and bring your left hand round behind you. And this will vary for everybody, partly depending on the length of your arms, partly depending on your chair, but just put your hand somewhere, maybe on the seat of the chair, that feels like a good stretch for you. What we're really wanting to do is open up through this shoulder, get a lovely stretch there. And then if it's okay for your neck, turn your head to look towards the back corner of the room. And when you're there, try and make sure that you're staying upright rather than collapsing back. There, you'll get a much better stretch. And keep breathing. And let's gently unravel. And we'll take the same movement over to the other side. So this time bringing the left hand over to the right knee, right hand round, and then wherever it lands on the chair. Might be different on this side, it's absolutely normal. And then again, just thinking about sitting up nice and tall, maybe looking towards that back corner of the room if it's okay for your neck. And just breathing here. And then gently coming back round to centre. And we'll just close this short sequence with a couple of what's called clearing breaths. And that involves taking a nice big inhale, holding the breath short for a little short while, and then letting it go with a sigh and really relaxing the body as you do so. So we're inhaling, holding, and then exhaling, letting it go. And then inhaling, holding the breath in, and then exhaling. And then we'll take one more, inhaling, Maybe closing your eyes and just letting go of anything that you feel you've done with for now. Okay, well, that's the end of this little sequence. If you enjoyed that, then do come along to one of my desk break yoga classes, which are currently on a Wednesday lunchtime. And otherwise, thank you very much for sharing your time and energy with me, and I'll see you soon.